All right, how's it going?
It's going good. How about yourself?
Doing well. Thanks for meeting with me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for asking me to come in. It's been good to finally get here.
Yeah.
All right, so are you Bob then?
Yeah, I am Bob.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Bob. My name's Landon, so
Okay, good.
Good to meet you.
Yeah.
Well, cool, Bob. So we're in Rexburg, obviously. Did you start the gym here, or I better come over. Did you start the gym yourself, or is that?
Yeah, so I started the gym 5 years ago. Just always been passionate about fitness and
Yeah.
wanted to make a career out of it, so we started Bob's Gym.
Good deal. And then do you have any other locations, or is
No,
this kind of like
yeah.
the main deal right here? This is the baby.
Yeah, this is the baby. Didn't want to have to deal with all that stuff, so we're just right here in Rexburg.
That's cool. And you did that 5 years ago. Did you kind of, what made you like want to finally like take that leap and start a gym? Do you have like a long history of just being really interested in like the health area,
Yeah.
fitness?
Yeah, I've always just been really passionate about it for myself. Just love the changes that I can see in my body, and wanted to help other people do that. And if I could make money while I was doing that, I figured why not.
Cool. Well, Bob, I just want to sitting down today, meeting with you for the first time. Just kind of want to get to know you a little bit. Hopefully, we can kind of gauge, if we're going to be working together. We can kind of gauge each other in this meeting to see if that's even something we'd be interested in. But I just wanted to ask you a few questions just about kind of just your business in general. And that way I can kind of see if, get fit, not fat, if our services can kind of collide and create a win-win situation.
Yeah, definitely.
And so my kind of like the biggest thing is I just did some research online and, kind of looked at your guys' gym, and seems like you guys got like a pretty good little thing going on here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we've got a very consistent revenue stream, like a pretty loyal customer base actually.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
yeah, business is going pretty well.
Cool. Bob, what would you say is like the long-term goal that you would, like in a perfect world, where do you kind of see the gym going in terms of maybe like expansion, or in terms of services, in terms of just, I know I'm not a huge, originally I was never hugely invested in like the gym and the exercise scene, but I had a couple buddies who we've started this company, and I've really been getting interested into it.
Yeah.
Something that kind of shocked me was that a lot of these gyms, they'll have kind of like their own culture. Some gyms are like, this is where like the heavy lifters go. Some of them are more like discreet. People kind of just want to keep to themselves, or so like, to ask you the question, where do you kind of see the gym going, and culture and all those kind of aspects? What are your goals?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, right now, like I said, business is doing well, but we have seen a little bit of a decline in recent months. Nothing major, but a small decrease in our profits.
Yeah.
And we've tried a few things in the past, but we're seeing a lot of these new gyms come in with these cultures like you're talking about, and they're really attractive to some of our not loyal customer base, right? Some of those people who are just looking for a gym. So we're looking for a way to attract those people, because we do want to grow our current location, and then we want to grow into some of these smaller cities, 5-10 years down the road, add some more locations. But as of right now, our gym is very much just nice equipment. It's got everything you need. It's well maintained, and you come in and you kind of do your business. That's kind of our gym. It's people who are already kind of dedicated, but that's where we're kind of lacking, bringing in the new customers. That's kind of like an aspect we want to add to the gym.
Gotcha.
Is bringing in those new people who are looking to get to where they're in that dedicated lifestyle.
Awesome. Okay. And so what does that demographic look like? The people are you trying to attract younger people? Do you think it's an older generation that just needs more?
Yeah.
What you said, that you have those people that aren't kind of like dedicated. What do you think consists of them mainly?
I think it could be young and old. I don't think age is as much of a thing, but kind of like the New Year's resolutioners that you have every year. But we want to get those people to stay.
Got
We
it.
want them to have an experience where they're satisfied. So just those people who are looking to, make lifestyle changes, make transformations.
That are ready
Yeah.
to jump at full in.
Yeah, we don't want to be one of those gyms that just brings in people, signs them up to contracts, and then they never come. We care about people we bring into our gym.
Yeah. And so, like, you mentioned that you have like nice equipment, so I'm assuming like weights and just probably some treadmills and all the general equipment. What other kind of services do you guys have right now?
That's pretty much it. I mean, we have our front desk staff, and we have our janitorial staff, but we don't really do the tanning booths or anything else like that.
Yeah.
It's just
Okay, or
just
like
our-
like the Zumba
yeah.
core. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then what kind of services do you think you're most most interest you in bringing on into the future?
To be honest, I'm not 100% sure. Haven't looked a ton at what those other gyms are doing. I've seen some of kind of the flashy things that they've done as far as like promotions and stuff, but I want to kind of stay away from that. That's where I'm kind of curious about what you guys, I got recommended to you guys by a friend, and they just said they might be able to bring in some new customers for you through some like programs you have. So if you could tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. So I can't tell you a lot about it, but yeah, the people that I work with are nutritionalists and personal trainers. So that's kind of the service that we offer. But yeah, have you ever gone to a gym where you've had that ability to talk to a personal trainer? So that's kind of what it'd be. I think in terms of like competing with your competitors, any way that you can add value to your customer without having them to go in such a difficult course to obtain the value. If everything's just in one spot, that's really attractive. And kind of the research that we've done, I shouldn't say that, kind of like experience that I've had in the industry is just that people love it when they can have the swimming pool, have the tanning, have the the spa, the personal trainer, the Zumba. It's all in one place, and that's really cool to them because they can network and make friends, and then they kind of have like a community within a community. But awesome, Bob. What would you say, just kind of last little bit of questions right here, what do you think's been the hardest part about owning a gym?
I think just getting the new customers in the door. We've tried a few things in the past. Like we tried bringing in personal trainers once before, and a lot of our customers had a really negative experience with it.
Yeah.
They just kind of felt like they were getting, one workout with the trainer a week, but then there was nothing to help them continue once the trainer had left.
Oh, okay.
So we got rid of all of our personal trainers shortly after that, just because the customers that we already had didn't like it, and the new ones coming in weren't staying because they were having a negative experience with it. So
okay, all right, yeah, that's tough. And that's like an extra person you're paying, and it just yeah.
Yep.
Okay, good to know. So just to kind of make sure what I'm hearing you correctly, sounds like you've been having just some difficulties acquiring customers, and then when we started talking, you mentioned a little bit about how you're having some problems retaining as well. They're kind of leaving. So like out of these three things, like acquiring customers, retaining, and like staffing and employees, what would you say is like the top of the priority right now?
Probably acquiring, because we are doing a pretty decent job of retaining. We're losing some, but we have a pretty loyal customer base right now as far as our regulars.
Great. Well, Bob, thanks for meeting with me. And yeah, I think it's a good start to possibly doing business together. So,
All right.